Hey guys, this is Legendz Gaming. I know we've had a little break in between videos here lately. We apologize for that. New job starting up, so we're trying to get acclimated to the new sleep schedule. But we're still going to be bringing you guys great content, so make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hit that little bell so you don't miss any of the future goods coming out. So today, we're bringing you my little take on the revamped post-ban list. You heard it, post-ban list, Great Ape deck profile. So for the leader, I had to go with Gotenks. He has a neat little auto is when this card attacks. You add one card from your life to your hand, then draw one, so he's a great self-awakener. But the neat auto that I absolutely love about this is once per turn, if your opponent has one or more energy, when your opponent activates an extra card, you get to draw one. So it is once per turn, but for any counterplay, any kind of extra card, period, you get a draw on their turn. His awakening is when your life is at 4 or less. You may switch up to 2 of your energy to active mode and flip this card over. Then we got Super Saiyan Gotenks, Display of Mastery. Auto, very vanilla. When this card attacks, you draw one, and then once per turn, just like the front. When your opponent activates an extra card, draw one, and then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and switch it to rest mode. The next auto, we're not going to be using in here, so I'm not even going to read that part. So getting into the deck, for my Unison choice, we've got 4 King Vegeta Royal Pride. Love this card. Beautiful artwork. He has an activate main for +1 marker. If your leader card is yellow, you look up to 5 cards from the top of your deck, add 1 mono yellow Great Ape card from among them to your hand, then shuffle your deck. And his -4 activate main, you play 2 mono yellow Great Ape cards with different names and energy cost of 4 or less from your deck, then shuffle your deck. That is absolutely awesome. That's going to allow you to spam your battle area with Great Apes, and everybody that knows the Great Apes know that's an automatic critical and automatic double strike. Especially if you've been playing this game a while. I love this deck. Loved it since it dropped in set 3. Can't play Great Apes without Planet Vegeta. Any of you veterans out there, you absolutely know what this card does. This thing is so versatile. Especially for you Saiyan lovers out there. So he's a field. Auto. At the end of your turn, you switch all Great Apes in your battle area to active mode. But when you play him into your battle area, you choose up to 1 Saiyan with energy cost of 4 or less from your deck, add it to your hand, and shuffle your deck. That pretty much is going to allow you just about anything in this deck is going to be searchable just by that one card. So, for those of you that have been paying attention to Bandai's new ban list, had to put him in here. Sunken Assault Sun Goten. This card is absolutely awesome. I love this thing. His auto is when this card attacks, you look up to 3 cards from the top of your deck, choose up to 1 card among them, add it to your hand, and place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. I love this card because now with the introduction of Unison stuff, you can literally pull a Unison, extra card, anything, because it does not specify what you pull, and because it doesn't specify, guess what? You don't have to show your opponent. Love that card. Had to go with 4 of him. So for the super combo choice, I chose 4 of the Whis Celestial Moderator. So if your leader card is red or yellow, when you combo with this card from your hand, you choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and gets -10k power for the rest of the turn. So he's good for removal, but at the same time, the reason I chose him was for the arrival of King Vegeta and Vegeta Royal Bloodline. So what you'll do is you will combo with Whis. That will give you the requirement for the arrival, because you'll have a red-yellow multicolor in your combo area. So then you just pay 1 yellow and you get to play him out. Now when you play him, hey, you get to draw 1 card, then choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode with energy cost of 3 or less and KO it. So that allows you a little bit more removal in this deck. Next, we will start off with 4 of the Bardock Will of Iron. Still love this card. He's a 4-cost double striker, blocker, and during your turn, unfortunately, unless Bandai does anything else with the current cough banned Bardock, I'm saying bring him back, guys. Who's with me? Unfortunately, you don't get to to evolve him over anything, but there's still hope for that, right? I'm still hopeful. So next we have 4 of the Grade 8 Prince Vegeta. Now this one's a critical and a blocker as well. This one has another side option for you if you're trying to search for other Grade 8s. So when you play this card, or combo with this card, you look for 3 cards from the top of your deck, choose 1 Grade 8 and add it to your hand. If you do so, you place 1 card from your hand in the drop area, then shuffle your deck. So if you're looking for something else, whether it be Raider's Warcry or something like that, and you want to try your luck, that option is there. So next we will go with 2 of the Grade 8 Bardock Raider's Warcry. I really want more of this guy, and as soon as I get him, I promise you, there's more coming in here. But he's a double striker. Auto, if your leader card is yellow at the end of a battle in which you combo with this card from your hand, you play this card. And when you play this card, you draw 1 card, then choose 1 of your opponent's battle cards and switch it to rest mode. It does cost 2 to combo, but the fact that it does so much with the draw and switching something to rest mode and an automatic play for a 20k double striker, great card. So next on the Grade 8 list, we have 4 of the Grade 8 Bardock Might of the Resistance. I absolutely love the artwork on this card. Man, the fire that they put around his fist is amazing. So it does have the new skill Unique, so you can only have 1 out at a time, but he's a critical and a blocker as well. So if your leader card is yellow at the end of a battle in which you combo with this card from your hand, you get to play this card. So not only does it allow you to be defensive and still get to play, but it allows you to put on that extra pressure for 1 energy with that critical. And I love the fact that all these apes are blockers. Who doesn't love blockers? So next we've got 4 of the Absolute Defense Grade 8 King Vegeta. Now I play him because for all the removal and stuff out there now, we definitely have to worry about people wiping your board and stuff. So with the added addition of being able to arrival the King Vegeta and Vegeta Royal Bloodlines in, you're able to evolve this over the same card, and it will give all of your yellow Saiyan cards in your battle area gain barrier. And not only that, his permanent is you reduce the combo cost of all Saiyan cards in your hand by 1. So that means this guy literally costs nothing to combo with. Or the Raider's Warcry, instead of 2 energy, he costs 1 to combo with. And you get all that effect off for nothing, if not anything at all. So I had to put this guy in there. So next, I had to put in some free blockers. Like I said before, who doesn't love free blockers? So as long as you've got a Bardock out on your field, period, and there's several Bardocks in here, she comes out for free. And you got a free blocker. So I decided to throw 2 of those in there, and it's worked out pretty good for me so far. So next we're running 4 of the Full Moon. You absolutely have to run this card. I love this card for the Grade 8 stuff. It is amazing. So he has a permanent. If you have a Grade 8 card in play in your battle area, you can activate this card's activate battle skill from your hand without paying his energy cost. And his activate battle is you choose 1 of your mono yellow cards and it gets plus 10k power for the battle. And if it's your opponent's turn, you choose up to 1 of your Grade 8s in your battle area and switch it to active mode. So you can literally choose to... Let me see if I got one. You can block. You can choose to block with your card on your opponent's turn. Block with it. Combo with this to give it another 10k. And restand. Or, if it's your turn, you can just swing critical. Another 10k. Makes it a 30k crit. Or a 30k double striker. Whichever one you choose to do. I love how versatile this stuff is. Next we've got 4 of the March of the Great Ape. This card is so good, guys. It's so good. If you're going to play Great Apes at all, you're going to love this card. It does cost 4, so primarily I try to wait until I'm about to awaken before I actually activate this, so I can switch at least 1 to 2 of my energy back to active mode. But his activate main is you choose 2 Great Ape cards with a new cost of 4 or less from your hand, play them, and then draw 2 cards. Amazing. So next, we have 4 Flying Nimbus. Everybody knows what this card does. It's a 1-drop counterattack. You negate the attack, and you may place 1 card from your hand in your drop area. If you do so, your opponent can only attack 1 more time with battle cards for the duration of the turn. What I love about this card, and primarily what I'll do, is as soon as my opponent swings with the leader, and I know they're going to go wide, and we all know there's plenty of wide decks out there now that go for game, but swing with the leader, I'll go ahead and activate pitch 1. You can swing with 1 more card in turn. Next, I threw in 1 max power Kamehameha. I just love the fact that you can literally bounce this dude back to your hand by ditching 4 cards from your drop area to your warp. He's just amazing. I love him. So you use him, bounce him back, use him again. We all know that I love my double strikes. You got to put this dude in there. That's my personal opinion, but I absolutely do it. In every single deck, I have at least 1 Furthering Destruction Champa. If you're trying to go for game, you can't get your win cons off, but you've got a massive hand size, you know that you can beat them. You throw and then they're at 2 life, you throw everything down, tap 1, double strike. Good game. And then last but not least, I had to throw in 1 Scientist View. He's just amazing. For an overwhelm of 7 and 1 energy, you get to bring him out for practically free. He's a 25k double striker and draws you 2 cards. Amazing. So guys, tell us what you thought about the deck profile. Do you see anything that you would change? Do you like it? Are there any other decks that you guys would like to see? Love the Baby Yoda. Woo! Tell us in the comments below, and we'll see you soon.